the pandemic. So let's see that how are we going to grow up in 2021 with the kids at home and work from home together. I welcome all of you to the webinar, which is sponsored and powered by Flipkart in association with Baby Chakra. On board, I have Mr. Nishit Garg with me, the Vice President of Flipkart, and Naya Saggi, the CEO and founder of Baby Chakra and My Glam. Welcome you both on board, sir and ma'am. So I would like to welcome Nishit first. Nishit, who is currently the Vice President and leads the fashion business at Flipkart. He has worked for Flipkart for almost 8 years. He was one of the business managers for Flipkart's first ever The Big Billion Days in 2014 and credits that experience as one of his most memorable initiatives. Welcome you on board, sir.
I'm really, really glad to be here. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shweta.
My pleasure, sir. I welcome on board Naya. Naya is the CEO and founder of Baby Chakra, India's topmost platform for maternity and childcare. She has joined the board of the Good Glam Group, a group with a vision to become the digital CPG conglomerate of the future. So the brain from the Harvard is here today to share her parenting experience with all of us. So I welcome Naya and Nishit on board to let us know that how are the big business minds working together at home with their kids and their little ones and managing the pressure of work from home and child from home together. So let's hear from them, and it adds to our experience that how are we going to manage both the children and our work together and turn the pandemic year as the most truthful and bonded year in which we could spend a lot of time with our little ones and understand them a little better. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bajaj.
So Naya, I would like to tell, first of all, my experience that I, being a dentist and a lactation consultant, it was not basically a complete work from home from me because I could not tell the patients to remove their tooth on their own on a laptop. So it was basically semi-lockdown for me. I used to work partially and then come back home. But for you, it was a complete lockdown, and Mumbai, as we all know, is still under a pressure of COVID. So how did you manage with your little one and so much of things going around? And now that even the Good Glam Group is in association with you. So how did you manage to grow Baby Chakra so well along with your own baby?
So first of all, a very warm welcome to all the amazing parents on this live chat. I can see and I can hear some really young participants as well. So I think it's a journey we're all going through together. It's not mine alone. And Dr. Bajaj, again, hats off. You were a healthcare worker. I think through the pandemic, I think as a nation, our respect for our healthcare workers, our healthcare leaders has just grown exponentially. So kudos to you. You're a mother, you're a doctor, you're a lactation consultant. I mean, you are an inspiration to all of us, right? So I just want to call that out first. My story is a little... I would say my story is a little simple, but equally, I guess everyone's story is complex, right? Because everyone's dealing with their own battles. The last year has been one of the most inspiring and the most challenging years for me professionally and personally, right? I think you very correctly said this, right? We went through a period of acquisition and merger with the Good Glam Group, with the My Glam Group. And then, I've become a co-founder at the entity. And now we're building out, and the vision is sort of to be like you very correctly said as well, like how do you become a public company and become a digital FMCG conglomerate, in the next 2 to 3 years? How do you list in the next 2 to 3 years, right? I think now, of course, with the professional aspiration, going through the journey of acquisition, going through the journey of transitioning our amazing team, integrating our amazing teams, and now sort of building on this beautiful base that we have together as a group. I'm also a mother of a 2.5-year-old, right? My little one's called Arya. And, you might just see her running in and out. So I've locked the door right now. But it's been a journey, right? And I think what has really helped is two things. One is that, I think this is something I tell every mother I have the privilege of meeting, that, until you ask, you don't get. Right. And I think, fortunately, I have in my family, so my husband or the support system, I've sort of had to set up at home. Right. So I have a team at work, I have a team at home. I basically say, this is what I expect. This is what we need to make this construct work for me professionally or for my aspiration. It might not just be a professional aspiration, it might just be mental, emotional space and time for being. Right. So I think very important to ask and set expectations, because no one can predict what you need as an individual at what point in time. Right. So that paradigm has worked for me. And I think also to give, right? Because, Arya is a little child. She's 2.5 years old, right? She needs my time. And I think you have to, like, as you sort of think about priorities, and someone, I think maybe to Satya Nadella, right? He talks about these glass balls, right? You're moving with family, work, professional commitments. And some of these balls are rubber balls, they bounce back, and some of these are glass and they break and fall, right? So at times when, for instance, Arya's unwell, or like the times in the mornings, evenings where I'm spending time with her on development, cognitive development, mental, whatever, right? Emotional development, working with her, right? Those are times that are glass ball times, right? So I hold on to them very preciously. I have a calendar where I actually block out these times. I'm like, Arya time, right? And that's what I think somewhat works in my case. I can't say I'm perfect. I'm learning, but it seems to be working so far.
You're very well said, Naiya. Actually, being a professional parent is a no parent, actually. There is no guidebook who can teach us that how we can become a perfect parent. But being a true parent is actual asset which we can give to ourselves and to a child as well. So if we are trying to balance both the things together, and yes, for sure, I agree to this, that as a mother and as a female, we need to ask, we need to open our mouth and tell that what is the thing that we are missing and what can be collaborated as a family, so that the balance between the child, the mother, the father, the work, and the requirements of the baby can be met together without any conspiracy at the home. So as I just now said, that even Nishit as a father can add to it. Nishit, we are waiting to hear from you that how as a father was the pandemic, work from home and the child from home for you?
Yeah, I think as Naiya started, it's challenging for everyone. It's complex for everyone, right? So whether you are a professional parent or even if you are a stay-at-home parent, it was something new for everyone. So I also have a 2.5-year-old, my son, we call him Krishav. So, and imagine it for the kids, right? And I could see it for them. Before the pandemic, at 7:38, you will come back home. Now your time is the kid's time. The kid knows that I have, first right on the parents' time. And now they suddenly start seeing you throughout the day at home, but your time is not theirs, right? So it was a super, super confusing time for the kids. And I was at Flipkart, pandemic started, and suddenly online shopping actually became a rage. And it was a very, very demanding time, the first 3-4 months of the pandemic. And at that point of time, I think it took, as Naiya suggested, I think every family needed to figure out their schedules, their support systems, right? At what point of time, the father is taking care of the kid, at what point of time the mother is taking care of the kid. Even in families, where one of the parents is a stay-at-home, it's emotionally very draining if you're just one person is with the kid throughout the day. They have so much energy, they require so much from you, and it is really, really draining. So really figuring that balance out. And actually, I also do some of those things, right? Morning before my day starts at around 9:30, so that I make sure that I spend some time with the kid. Then we have, now some online classes an hour a day. So we divide times. When do we, when my wife helps him out with the class, when do I do that? And during the day also, there are small periods where a 30-minute or an hour, I try and break out and, spend time with him. I think the way to look at it is, we are also in a way fortunate enough parents as a generation that we have this much amount of time with our kids. If we look at it in this way, if we figure out the other things out, I think there are a lot of positivities that we can take around from this. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of complexities that we all need to manage, but once we are able to do that, it can work out in our favor.
So Naiya, I would like to hear from you that how challenging was it to maintain the physical health of your child during the pandemic time? because the child is completely at home. And as I just now heard that you also have a 2-year-old child, and Nishit also has a 2-year-old child. To maintain their energy, to maintain their mental balance and physical health, it is a real challenging situation. I have a 4-year-old son, and my house is like a spin wheel whole day. Me, my husband, my mother-in-law, we all are running behind just one child, and it's like a complete mess. So to manage their physical fitness, what would you advise our parents on board on it?
So I think it's a very important question, right? And I think, especially in the first couple of months, and of course during the second wave, I mean, even any outing outside, right, that it was completely cut off, completely limited, right? And hence, we were a nation of children pretty much sitting at home the entire time, right? And I think if you look at some of the things, and therefore we started doing, right? So I think one or two things that I think really helped was then we started making the home into like an activity center. I think all of us have done that, right? Because the child has energy. The child also needs physical development and muscle growth, right? And muscle sort of training. And, I think simple things like, so earlier, like for instance, Arya loves jumping. Okay. So she's actually torn our sofas, just FYI. So we said, okay, what do we get her? So we got a small trampoline, right? We ordered online and we got it. And now she uses that to jump on as one proxy, right? So and she literally spends a lot of time on it, right? So I think that certainly helps because, some energy is expended. It's something she loves doing, right? The other thing we've gotten her, because again, it's all very age appropriate, right? Is a little bit like of a balance board, right? Which again is, this rounded thing. It's like a inverted U where you put your foot on one and the other, and then you're sort of balancing. Again, something she spends a lot of time on, right? The third thing that we've actually done is we've actually gotten her a rope that we hang from the ceiling, right? And it's a very simple thing, right? It's got knots in it. So and it's safe. We put a lot of cushions under it, right? So she uses that to climb. So, now recently we've moved to a building complex, which also has an indoor play area. But before we had this facility, Dr. Shweta, this is what we were trying to do as parents, right? And of course, on weekends, what we would still do while maintaining social distancing was ensuring every weekend we would head out, right? So in the morning, I mean, we're in Bombay. We have the good fortune of having Juhu Beach, right? So we would go to Juhu Beach, which is still like an open air area. So it's still like a place where you can safely go. So mornings between 7:30 to about 8:30, every Saturday, every Sunday was Juhu Beach day, right? Now, this is a very contextual, very age specific, but just some thoughts. I think just the last thing, right? I mean, I saw a message come up on mobile phones. This is a very important question, right? So of course you can't do away with screen time, right? I think that is the reality of all our lives. And sometimes, when you have a fussy eater, when you have a child who's really like, struggling with all the emotional sort of compression that's happening, right? Sometimes the mobile phone can also be an outlet. But a little hack that I have is that I give the mobile phone to my child, to Arya, and I set an alarm, right? So I'll put like a 10 to 15 minute alarm when I give it to her. And 15 minutes later, the alarm rings. And now it's almost like a Pavlovian reaction. She knows when the alarm rings, mama ko wapas phone dena hai. Right? My husband has a different hack. He'll give it only when the battery is going to die. So she has no option but to give it back. But anyway, we all, I think as parents, have different styles. But I mean, Nishit, I'd love to hear your perspective. I didn't know you had a 2.5-year-old as well. So I'd love to learn from your experiences.
Yeah. No, as you said, I think the kids have energy and physical development is extremely necessary, and we all have made our like whatever space we have tried to make them into activity centers. Like we got a hanging rod, right? So the kid really loves and all these kids love challenges. So this was my I would say a eureka moment during the parenting during this pandemic, that keep introducing newer and newer challenges to them. Like we cleared out our living room from sofa space. We made sure we are doing frog jump races together. We are doing different type of things, and kids really love it. And that physical development is like whatever you can do. Play, have hide and seek at home, anything and everything that we used to do at kids, right? They're the same thing, try and replicate for them as much as possible. Whatever, we have created different obstacle courses at home, some pillows, some chairs, something. So these were the ways in which we tried the physical development part of it. Specifically coming to mobile phones, I think, see, at the end of the day, it is giving them something which is more interesting and which is not so routine as what they do, right? If you ask them to play the same board game every day, or if you ask them to do the same stuff every day, it won't work out. You know, they are very, very fast learners. They get bored very quickly. Their attention spans are low. So yeah, the investment from our side has to be obviously time to do newer things with them, do newer challenges together, and doing it together is the key. I think really figuring out how can some adult in the family in the house needs to be with them. You can't just let them do things on their own. Obviously, when the kids are slightly 5-6-year-old or 10-year-old, and I can talk about the type of things we see parents buying from Flipkart.
Is the child, we need an adult at home, but it is not possible at every home that an adult is available all the time to engage the child. So I can see so many questions are coming that the child is busy and the screen time is increasing. So I have a daughter who is 8 years old and my son who is 4 years old. So I would like to share my experience. What I do is I have made my 8-year-old the teacher for my 4-year-old. So she is the music teacher, dance teacher, Casio teacher, karate teacher, table manners teacher, etiquette teacher, everything she teaches him, but in a different time slot. So we have made a timetable like Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they will do karate and dance. On Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, they will do writing, improvement, some drawing, and some art and craft. So this way they are managing the time and they both are like best friends to each other. My daughter is teaching him as well as learning from him as well. So both are helping each other to grow, because it's not possible for me and my husband to give complete 24 hours to them. So this is how their screen time is also decreased. We have limited, same way like Naiya, we have given them just an iPad to do their classes. After that, nothing is allowed. We give them printout of everything. Whatever classwork and homework is coming, we are giving them the printout. So as a book, they are using that printout and noting down their stuff. That's it. Otherwise, there is no screen time for them. Definitely, you have to become strict with the child, because you know the side effects that it is going to affect their eyes, but the child doesn't know. The child is attracted so much towards the music, the colors, the creativity, the YouTube and the other platforms are showing that the child thinks that mother is boring. Mummy और पापा बहुत boring है. इनकी कहानियों में कोई मजा नहीं आने वाला है. जो मजा YouTube पे या वीडियो देखकर आता है. So it is so attractive. Even if we consider ourselves on the same stage, means I was talking to somebody on the same problem, that if I was a child, मैं तो fail ही हो जाती. इतना सब कुछ WhatsApp पे देखने के लिए मैं तो पढ़ती ही नहीं. So it is the same thing with them. We have to decrease our own applications in our phone. If we store such applications which are attracting our child, then definitely the screen time will increase. We need to talk to them. We need to tell them different kind of stories to explain them that yes, their eyesight will decrease if they spend more time on the screen. So it's just because we know that the class timing we cannot decrease, but rest of the time, definitely the few hours which are left can be physically trained by the child, like Nishit and Navya has just now told, that there are many things available online which can be brought into the physical development of the child. Like hula loop is also an example in which the child is developing lot of physical activity. Hopscotch mats are also there, in which they are playing langdi tang in a different way. If I tell them to play a langdi tang, they think कि ये कुछ पुराने ज़माने की चीज होगी. But then from the day we have purchased that hula loop mat, everything is changed. It's like a new game for them.
So Dr. Bajaj, just to add, I think, very thoughtful points from both. And I just want to add, I think, one or two more points, right? Because I'm seeing the questions as well coming in. हमने क्या शुरू किया है actually? Now, of course, like after like fully sanitizing etc. हमारे neighborhood में ना हमने एक छोटा सा toy library type शुरू किया है amongst mothers and amongst fathers. So अभी क्या हो रहा है, like for instance the neighbor above, right? उनके जो बच्चे हैं, they are a little older than Arya. तो उनका जो plastic का slide था, right? That we have borrowed after properly sanitizing, and now Arya spends like literally hours on that little slide. She goes up, slides down, goes up, slides down, right? And then we have in the meantime lent another toy of Arya's to, Ranya's parents, for instance, right? So I think, ye jo, and I don't want to take away from business for Flipkart, so don't get me wrong. But I think there is a certain amount of, I think this, we are talking about हमारी जो neighbors हैं, right? How can we tap into that network to sort of start understanding कि children get bored of toys very quickly. It's important to keep them engaged, and toys are fresh toys without like always having to buy. How do you start identifying mothers in your neighborhood and community or fathers in a neighborhood and community you can borrow these toys from, right? I think that is one big hack or some lesson I've learned in this pandemic, right? After sanitizing properly. The second very useful piece, right? Kids love music. Now, one of the reasons they go to YouTube or like, to an online mobile phone is to listen to music. There's this product called the Caravan, right? The Saregama Caravan Kids, right? Which is very simple for kids to use. And, which has music, and they have Hindi music, like they have bhajans, they'll have like English nursery rhymes, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And ye Arya khud apne 2.5-year-old ki bachi, she had it when she was 2, tab se use kar rahi hai, right? So music, they're not dependent on an adult to come and put on something, right? Ki phone de do tab music chalega. Unke paas wo hai already. The third, just very quick hack, depending on whether you want it or whether, you think it's in your budget, is Alexa, right? Because kids know how to talk, like, so after 2.5, right, वो खुद ही बोलते हैं Alexa play ringer ringer, like whatever, twinkle twinkle little star. तो उसमें कोई मोबाइल फोन का इंटरफेस नहीं है. They are themselves telling Alexa. They feel empowered also कि मैं किसी को इंस्ट्रक्ट कर रही हूँ कि मुझे एंटरटेन करो, right? But screen time नहीं है उसमें. And this last point, yes, बहुत struggle होगी. You have to like, it's like phone is an addiction, right? तो लोग बने बच्चे बहुत रोएंगे, बहुत tantrums किक करेंगे, खाना नहीं खाएंगे, but 2-3 दिन के बाद कर लेंगे. They will wean off the phone. You have to like set a proper process in place. नहीं तो नहीं होगा.
Also, I completely agree. There is a bit of a discipline that obviously all of us need to set in at times, because we are busy in our lives. We also ignore some of those things, but I think some discipline is really, really necessary. Some bit of, kids also, we are role models for them at the house. They don't have anybody else. We need to make sure that if we are not on work and if it's not urgent or important, we also put down our phones and engage. I think that's super, super critical to, if you want them to read books, you will have to show them that you also read books. You also write books. Some of those things are really important. They really emulate. They look at us like their friends, and, these are the people. And they just compare anything and everything that we do with them. The second thing, as Naya was also saying, so what I was saying, that on these gadgets, we should also see, this is going to be their life. They are going to be in a much more digital world than we have been. So we need to, at an early age, start introducing them the good things that you can get out of these devices, right? So like, for example, if your kid is generally interested in any animals, dinosaurs, anything, right? On an Alexa or a Google Home, you can teach them how to, you ask about very simple questions like, how old are dinosaurs? Or when were the dinosaurs on Earth? Things like these. On YouTube, you show them videos which are a bit educative. And right now there are a lot of channels which, broadcast a very nice education content in a very nice storytelling way. So, utilizing their screen time and gadget time for stuff like this is also very, very important. You can't, and over time, if they start and you will realize, I think every kid will figure out some topics or some areas which is of their interest. Some kid will be about animals, something else. And, my son generally is very, very inquisitive about animals. So we listen to a lot of just voices on Alexa, and he does it himself. So those are the things, I think, to use gadgets, some gadget time in the right way is also very critical for the development of the kids.
Yeah. Also, just one thought, I'm again reading the comments, right? Please don't be too harsh on yourselves, right? I mean, if your child is looking at the mobile phone, and you're feeling guilty as a parent because you're like, बच्चे की आंखें खराब हो रही हैं, and am I good enough mother or father? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, right? I mean, I think we're all, listen, the entire world is going through the same stories, right? So you're not alone in this. I mean, we just have to figure it out together, and what is right for our families, our context, our lifestyles, right? Our kids. And no one knows it better than each of us do, right? What is right for us in our context. So like, again, please, like, don't be harsh on ourselves, because I have a bunch of, like, I've seen a bunch of, lots of Baby Chakra mothers, lots of friends, family members who hold themselves up to this very high standard, and that's an unrealistic standard, because everyone is going through their own challenges and trying to solve for it, right? So please don't judge yourself by that higher standard. Everyone has their own journey to go through. So just a very humble request from my end on this one.
Thank you, Naiya and Nishit. To conclude our whole discussion on our topic, growing up in 2021, is there any one-liner or quote that you would like to state here as a way to spread positivity or motivation to all our parents? Naiya, I would like to hear from you first.
So first of all, we are all in this together, right? That's, I think, the first thing. And I think just building on what Nishit beautifully said, right? Let's embrace technology. It is part of our lives. It will be part of our kids' lives, right? Everything in moderation is key. Yeah, that's where I'd be at.
Nishit,
and ask for help.
Yeah, I think having those support structures are extremely important, as we are all in this together. The kids are in this together. You know, their entire generation is going through this. So it's a generation which will grow up in an environment like this. I think for parents, there are going to be a lot of frustrating moments throughout the day. But at the end of the day, like as a parent, if you keep it at the back of your mind that this is precious time that we are getting with our kids, which in a normal way of life we would not have got. I think that is the memories that we are able to create. I think that can become a guiding force, a motivating force for all of us to wait through these times. So yeah, that's what I would want to leave everybody with. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We would like to take some question and answers right now. How to make my kids conversant to the online classes as offline are not yet started now. Advise me specifically, do DIY tips to keep my toddler engaged when I'm doing my office work. I think Nishit, you can explain her well that how the kid can do many DIYs at home so that the mother is not disturbed during her work.
Yeah, totally. I think we have to, the key is figuring out age appropriate activities for these kids. If there are toddlers, there are a lot of, Montessori type activities, and and they can be done with really home stuff, very simple activities, right? That you can say mix rajma and chole together and ask the kids small amount to separate out. These are small activities that a kid can 15-20 minutes or a half an hour a kid can spend on. So I think you go look at Montessori activities there, and I know this because my kid is that age. Kids who are slightly 6-7 years of age, a bit more of puzzles, jigsaw stuff, some books which are easy reads, small books, things like that. Kids which are further older, musical instruments, some stuff like that. I think we can always figure out some things which are new for those kids. And that is, having those age appropriate stuff is very, very critical. So that's my view.
Yeah, I would like to add to it कि सिर्फ games और पढ़ने लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. बच्चे को आप थोड़ी बहुत डस्टिंग सिखा सकते हो. मटर छीलना बच्चों को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. मटर छील के आप उनको बोलो कि इनको काउंट करो. So the child is even learning counting, as well as it's a developing skill for the hands. So the motor and brain coordination is also developing. The muscle and the brain coordination is also developing, and the baby and the child is learning mental maths as well. So what I tell my 4 years old is कि कपड़े सुखाने की ड्यूटी तुम्हारी है. So he takes his baby chair, he pulls the kapde sukane ka stand inside the room, and then he hangs little clothes over there. अगर बारिश आती है, हम सो रहे हैं, तो it is his duty कि वो आके हमें बताता है बारिश हो रही है, कपड़े अंदर कर लो. और मैंने उसको कभी-कभी देखा है कि कपड़े ऊपर होते हैं, वो नहीं उतार पाता है, वो स्टैंड को ऐसे हिलाता है, कपड़े नीचे गिरते हैं, उठा के फोल्ड करके अंदर रख देता है. So simple things that even a 4-year-old can do. If we teach him properly, he can fold his own t-shirt and knicker, and it is a good time pass for him. If we give him 25 minutes, he needs at least 40 minutes to fold all the clothes. And it is very interesting for him कि आज मैंने कुछ नया काम किया है. And it is really a very good type of exercise as well as mental and physical busy development activity for the child. And the child can learn dusting, cleaning, washing the vegetables. अंदर से अदरक दे दो. So if you call it अदरक, the child will ask you कि मम्मी इसको इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं. इसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं. So the way you can even teach it कि P for peas दे दो, G for ginger दे दो, चाय में क्या डालते हैं वो दे दो. तो धीरे धीरे you are teaching the child as well as making the child aware for the future pandemics which will come, and the child will not be separated कि ये मेरे सिर पे इतना सारा काम पड़ गया है, मैंने तो कभी काम करा ही नहीं है, ये क्या अजूबा हो गया. So the child now has to learn to stay alone and be self-reliant and dependent on himself. It is not that everything will be culture made and given to the child. There are many new things which we as a parent and as a child need to learn during this pandemic years. So we'll take few more questions.
Dr. Bajaj, can I just add to that actually? Thoda
yes, yes, please.
So, I think the other thing is that I think again, as mothers who have our own aspirations for ourselves, right? Again, for instance, we are working from home, right? I think the world knows we're all working from home, right? So let's kind of also understand it's normal if your child sort of walks in or like is sitting with you, is maybe occupied with something, but you're doing your work or you're in a meeting. I have actually in the last year, I have done either investor pitches or done like lawyer transactions, right? With my child in my lap many times, right? Now, of course, very, very critical conversations, I will tell Sandeep, my husband, that listen, I need your time here now. Or like he will himself say that I will be with Arya. You finish this. Or if he has an important board meeting, Arya will be with me. But, I just want to call it out for all the moms who are watching, right? Don't be too hard on yourself because the world has progressed more than we actually realize. Everyone is working from home today. तो उनको पता है कि अगर आप घर से काम करें तो घर में कौन है, बच्चा है, your parents are there also in many cases, right? Husband is there, wife is there, I mean, पूरी unit है, right? तो अगर वो नहीं आएंगे घर में तो कौन होगा? Like it's normal. So one piece, of course, how do you keep the child occupied so you can concentrate on your aspiration and ambition, which is absolutely different a question. The second is if any of this is coming कि मेरे workplace में लोग मुझे judge करेंगे, वो बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए, right? Don't ever feel judged because world has moved on. And if you start feeling judged, then start thinking थोड़ा सा कि मैंने how do I socialize the people I'm working with कि this is normal, guys. आप लोग सीख लो, ये normal है. मैं home से काम करी तो मेरे बच्चे तो होंगे घर में, right? So don't like judge yourself too much. Just a little bit there.
Thank you, Naya, and thank you, Nishit. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents. So I would like to thank all the viewers, Baby Chakra and Team Flipkart. And I would like to request Puravi to announce the contest winners. We had run a contest over the application and I would request Puravi to announce the winners.
I will not take a much. I will directly share the screen of the winners so that every one of us can see like how nicely they have portrayed themselves. Give me a minute. So she is our first winner. I guess Josna Milind is on. I guess she's here. And please DM us your details. So the whole concept was Look Like Me, where we had asked kids to dress up like their moms. So it was the whole adulting concept here, and they did it very well. And the second winner we have is Tanika. Yeah. So I hope Tanika's mom is also here and she's watching this. And congratulations to both of them.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to both the winners. Both the lovely daughters are just look like they're their mothers. And both the winners are mothers. Thank you, Naya and Nishit, for coming on board. Thank you, Flipkart and Baby Chakra, for organizing the wonderful webinar, which is the call of the hour that how do we go about 2021. And I hope that the pandemic ends and there is no third wave, and not just in our country, but all across the globe, the pandemic ends and the safety and security with our loved ones is back again to our life. And we are able to move out with a mask-free environment. Thank you so much for watching us today. And I hope that if any of your questions is unanswered, whenever you are watching the session, we will try to answer all your questions once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Golgati. Thank you to all. And hi, little one there. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Welcome.
So much. Thank you so much to the team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.